This is my first time going live on this channel, so we're gonna have to see. Ugh. Oh man. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm doing everything I can to go as fast as I can. And I think I'm ready. Whoa. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm hoping that I did this right. Oh, man. The only thing is going to be, how do I do this? Okay, I don't know. I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but I'm going to do my best. So, welcome. I hope that you are excited. I'm excited. I'm going to do something I normally would not do, but I believe that the energy is so connected. We'll move these actually, that this might just work. So we are going to remove, I know, everything in me is like, are you sure? Yes, this is what we were told to do. We got to let it go. We're going to remove this. And we are going to tap in. I need to know, can you hear me? You know, can you hear me at all? Oh, man. Oh my gosh, hello, there's people. This is my first live on this channel. I'm very, very excited to be here with you. So I am tapping into feminine energy that has been under attack, all right? I've already blessed and shuffled our deck we're going to use for the divine energy, but I want to go through first and just kind of tap in a little bit. What I'm trying to explain, and forgive me, I've just come from a reading on a different channel directly into this reading, so my brain is, you know, but the goal here today is to examine what has been upon us. There has been an energy since, I'm going to say 2024, like the end of 2024, that just wouldn't let up. And as spring came and sprung, okay, things did start to shift. So our goal today is to figure out what is really going on. I've already tapped into the partnership energy here. Now I want to tap into us. So let me go ahead and lay out our spread. No, you know what? I should split this. I think that it'll be nice to get our, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me split. I really don't need to split this one because I already did that one. Hold on. All right. So now let's lay out a spread. What do we need to know about the karmic energy that has been trying to derail us, distract us, stop us from entering into partnerships that are good options for us? There's just all this heaviness. It's clearly a destructive energy. Let's find out. And we'll go here now. Whoa. Is that 3? Okay. And we'll go here now. Shoop. Shoop. And shoop. Okay. Final one is here. Oh, that's 2. All right, my darlings. Let's pull our rune stone and figure out what this energy has been doing to us, because it was for the more masculine, or for the partners that we were dealing with, that energy, it was about getting them to detach from, I think it really kind of felt like their old self, like their old nature, the part of them that just couldn't help but be the way they were. Okay, so what is it that we need to know for us? What has been the purpose, the big picture that we have to keep in mind throughout this season of strain and stress. Aw, it's the feminine symbol. This actually makes me feel really good because it's like you need to shed all the things that are not you. You know, this is so weird. Did I say this out loud or was I thinking it? Oh man, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm supposed to say this and whoa, this is weird. I have this weird feeling that we as feminine natured beings have been hijacked in a way, like our energy has been hijacked, who we're supposed to be. Everything is about archetypes and fitting certain even stereotypes, even though we don't want to do that. It's kind of what we're doing. And there's something coming through here that says, who are you in your feminine space? Who are you as a divine being? Because you don't have to be like me or her or him or whoever. You don't have to be like them. You've got to be like you. Who are you? What are you? What makes you the powerful, unique entity that you are? That is what this energy, wow. Ooh, that's hitting me hard. Ooh, that's hitting me hard. That is what this energy has been trying to expose, trying to bring out, trying to show us. So, all right, let's start here. Yeah, let's start up top today. What is it that has been trying to stop us from thinking clearly? What has been trying to distract us and ultimately lead us down the wrong path this whole time? Three of Wands, a new plan. Oh, wow. If you started planning something about, I don't know, let's say 3 to 6 to even maybe 8-ish months ago, but 3 to 6 months ago, and you notice that ever since then, things have been really fucked up in your life, that plan was actually a trap. Now, I'm not saying that what you're trying to, like the outcome or whatever you're trying to do is wrong. I'm not saying that part. In fact, I don't think you were doing anything wrong. You were being led to make this plan. The thing is, divine has kind of had to mess with us a little bit to get us where we're supposed to be. Because for some reason, I guess we had a very clear image in mind of what we were going to be doing. And then divine comes in with this new thing. And so we're like, I feel like I must go with this. So we pivot. But that also wasn't where we were supposed to go. Divine just knew we would never get off that original plan if divine didn't give us something else. But there, I believe, is a middle ground, a meeting in the center that we're supposed to experience here. So there was a karmic energy in our life that was trying to get us to run fast in the wrong direction. Wow. Okay, interesting. What about emotionally speaking? How are we being manipulated emotionally over this last season? Four of Pentacles. Wow, there is a karmic energy in our life that is trying to get us to be stubborn and to kind of even push back against divine. And this is interesting because I think there's a part of us that are like, look, you gave me a new path and it wasn't the path I wanted, so I went on that path. And now you're trying to tell me that there's something else? That there are going to be some of us that are there, okay? There are also going to be some of us, though, that we don't rage like that at divine. That is me, though, by the way. But there's some of us, some people that are different, okay? Where it's like, no, I wouldn't really take that approach, but instead I would say, I wanted to go one direction. You made it very clear I was supposed to go another direction. And now whatever in me is feeling like there's yet another path, that can't be true. It must be a distraction or temptation. You're testing me. I'm going to show you, divine, that I am rigid right in your plan, whatever you want me to do. And divine's like, that wasn't what I was saying. Oh, this is going to hit some people. Oh, we needed this. Okay. Because it's almost like we didn't really want to do the first plan either, but it felt like the only way. Now there's this other plan, and it's not that we didn't want to do it, but it did seem kind of impossible. So now to know that it's neither one is partly frustrating, and in that stubbornness, in karma trying to get us to just say, you know what, screw it, I'll just do what I want to do, which is the real trap. There's a part of us that would be relieved to hear there is a middle ground. There's a Goldilocks. Okay. All right. What is the great challenge that we must overcome? What is it that if we can deal with this aspect of the situation or the circumstances, that things will massively shift for us for the better. But if we don't, that karma has us. Arr, that darkness has us. Arr, something has us right where it wants us. Oh my gosh. Ugh, this says dream bigger. Go higher. If you are stuck in the first path or the first dream or the first plan, whatever that was, you know that all of a sudden the shift to the new thing that happened over the last 6 months or so was very different. But still, even though it was more challenging, still was playing small because it wasn't your deepest, realest, truest desire. Oh, this is hitting me so hard right now. I've been trying to figure out what's been going on over this season for a while. This is great. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is on. I'm doing this on a channel that's brand new, which means all of my subscribers on my other channel, almost 60,000 people, are not going to see this. What the heck? Oh my gosh. But that does say whoever's here right now, you are meant to see this. This is your answer. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm a little hype. Okay. Bring it down, Grace. What is it that this karmic or dark force or whatever, something has been trying to get us to change our mind about love and relationships or a partner that we've been pursuing or desiring? What is it? What was the ultimate trap to keep us stuck? Oh my gosh. This is going to be weird because for some people, it's going to be a commitment to someone else, like to the wrong person. And that could just mean you decided to go start dating and you're like, I don't really want to, but blah, blah, blah. But I really think this is about committing to the wrong thing, the wrong person, the wrong situation. So for some of us, that big change would have led us to another country, far, far away from where we were really supposed to be. Or that big change would have led us to staying in something, a set of circumstances, committing to the wrong thing that would then make another window of possibility closed. You've got to ask yourself, what was it that I would have had to commit to, not with the old plan, but the new plan that's really been rubbing my spirit wrong? What is it that I would have committed to that would have completely derailed what I know in my heart, what I know is a dream that must happen for me? Oh my gosh, this is so freaking crazy. Okay, so now I'm curious to see how this is showing up for us as a healing force, okay? What is it that needed to be healed within us that divine saw and knew that this season could really shake things up in a big way? Oh my gosh. 2222, you've arrived at the door. Master numbers. It's a reminder of your spiritual gifts and a call to step into your highest potential. What we were, I'm so shook. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If this is resonating for you, please put a little hand in the chat so I'm not alone, please. Like, this is nuts. Okay. What we were going to do, what we were going to pursue, the changes we had decided that we were going to make, that it wasn't that they didn't feel right. Like, it was possible, it was going to be hard, but it was possible. It just, and it's not just that it's so different from the plan we had before. There was just something not quite right about it. We knew divine was involved, but the fact is that path was even worse for getting us into our divine purpose than the original one. The original one was better, and it was still wrong. So the new path, oh no. Oh, okay. I thought it interrupted the live. I was like, no! The new path, what happened was it was designed to show us what really mattered. We reached a point in 2024 for some reason where we were finally willing to just do whatever divine wanted us to do. Like, fine, whatever. I surrender. I'm done fighting. Whatever you want, I'll do it. I just want to feel like my soul is aligned at this point, because I know that every time I get out of alignment, I feel terrible. So fine, I'll do it. So I wasn't necessarily excited. And when the new plan came, I will say there was probably a little bit of excitement, kind of like, oh, interesting. The moment I surrendered, you gave me this huge download. Like, okay, it's not exactly what I was looking for. But what we did not know is that by divine kind of showing up and saying, all right, I'll give you what you're asking for, which at this point was what? Fine, I surrender. And it's like, okay, I'll give you a fine, I surrender plan. And I will show you what it feels like for months of thinking that's the path you're now on, that going even further from your gifts is going to destroy you. How did our gifts show up? What signs, what syncs? Because these are master numbers. This is repeating. What do we need to know? Oh, yes! It's the Queen of Pentacles. And any of you know, who know me, know that my original channel that I started on YouTube in the tarot space was a Queen of Pentacles channel. It was all about light work, abundance, finances for the purpose of giving and being able to support others, and queendom, sovereignty. For the gifting to show up with the Queen of Pentacles, this says, look, you're no longer going to have to turn down your compassion to meet the world where it is so you can feel safe. You're no longer going to have to worry about having things but not having a place to put them, or having ideas and dreams and goals but not seeing a path forward. It's over. The old season of being frustrated and confused about everything is over. There is something coming, and it is revealing its truth to you. And I believe it is your calling. It is your destiny. It is your divine purpose. It is about to come. But I think that it's going to arrive at this door just as you knock. Ooh, I just heard it's activated by the knock. This door doesn't have anyone. There's no one in this house. Knocking on the door is what calls the spirit down into it. And it's going to come reveal something to you. Sheesh. Okay, y'all. Okay. Please like this video, because I'm so sad no one's going to see this. This is so freaking powerful. No one's going to see it. All right. What else? What else did divine know needed to be worked on within us? Wow. 1. The new beginnings, individuality, and creation. And that's kind of my point, talking about the uniqueness of who we are, that we're the only one who can do our job, our destiny, the thing that divine designed us for. We're the only one capable. It's a really cool thing, because if we worked at a company, it would mean they can't fire us. We're the only one who knows how to do that job. Isn't that kind of helpful for you to realize divine can't fire you? Why create you if he's not going to use you? You get it. Okay. It's a reminder that of the creative energy that flows through you, inviting you to start something new and pursue your purpose with confidence. Now, before you think, no. Did you hear that? It just repeated what we just talked about. The signs and syncs are trying to get your attention and say, are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? Start something new and pursue your purpose with confidence. That was what we were told we were meant to do when we got that plan that wasn't the real plan. And it was so that we would turn around to divine. Ooh, some of y'all are going to be so confused. Like, how are you going to tell me? But think about this. It was so that we would turn around to divine and we would say, absolutely not. I know that I could do that thing. I know that it's possible. I know that it's something that I, might even like a little bit sometimes, but it is not the divine purpose that you gave me. And divine is going to turn around and go, finally, I wanted you to come back with that fire. I wanted to test you to see, do you remember who you are? Do you truly know my purposes for you? So what is going to happen when you realize you're the one, the chosen one for this destiny? What's going to happen where you finally speak to divine and say, no. You and me have an agreement. That's not our agreement. Ooh, the King of Cups and the intensity. Oh my goodness. The intensity, y'all. There is something here that says you have to say it with your chest. You have to feel it from the depths of you. You have to come out of isolation and years of hermiting and pulling yourself away from people and situations. And you got to do all of that, all that time for this exact moment to where you would come through and say, absolutely not. I'm the only person. And divine will say, by the way, I already know that. I'm glad you've just caught on. I'm glad that you finally realized why I set you aside, set you apart, only to bring you forth now. But the truth is, I told you that was going to be the case. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Now I'm hearing this and I'm thinking, wait a minute, he's right. Oh my goodness. Can I ask you guys the question? Did divine already tell you that you were supposed to be doing XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3? Because if divine had to come in and have you pivot and then pivot again, only to say, now you're on the right path and it was the one you knew you were supposed to be on all along, that's got to hit for all of us. Like, whoa, wait a minute, you're right, I did know. Like, and divine is trying to show us something there. You cannot forget who you are. You cannot let your emotions distract you from what you're here to do. How did your emotions distract you this season? Ooh, I'm not, okay, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. Okay, what else did divine know needed to change within us and use this energy of this season to do it? Wow. All numbers, by the way. This deck is all kinds of different things, but we're getting numbers. Okay. Number 4. Number 4 is an establishing number. Number 4 is also a card of reconciliation, of coming together. That's part of the establishment of a new partnership or a new kingdom, for instance. So divine knows that you needed to establish something. Interesting that coming from the 4 of Pentacles, we have this energy of, I'm kind of stuck where I'm at. I've established myself here, but it's a very small place. All right. The King of Cups is a similar energy. I've established myself. It's actually a very special place, but there is no one here, and there's only enough room on this platform for me. There can be no kingdom here. So divine is taking the you that has been in the world, the you that has been in the spirit, and there's that Goldilocks. I keep getting this this is so cool because it's making me think about the 2 of Cups and the healing symbol that comes up when they decide to commit. Okay, my bad. Back to this. So I'm seeing rebalancing 14. Yeah. What is it? Hold on real quick. Solid foundations to create a strong base for your life or project. Reminding you that stability and discipline are essential to long-term success. Long-term plans. 3 of Wands. Something's up, y'all. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. There's the dance. You see it. Okay. What is it that divine is bringing now in this new season? We've got an emotional depth, a balance in our emotions. We have compassion and the ability to finally use our gifting for our divine destiny. What is it that we need to establish? What is it that the discipline that we have gained over these years has brought us in this moment? Wow, the 2 of Pentacles. And this is, okay, whoa. Because in this 3 of Wands deck, in the deck that I used for the thumbnail, the 3 of Wands looks like this card. There is a lady, she's standing on the edge of the shore, she's looking out, and there's masted boats in front of her. Now we're seeing the 2 of Pentacles. And again, what did I just say? 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2. I'm seeing dance steps. I'm seeing movements. I'm seeing flowing with divine. I'm even seeing kind of almost like a ritualistic calling in. And what divine is saying is, I helped you to establish yourself so that the choice, look at the positioning, 2 under 2, so that the choice that you need to make, what did I talk about? Even the door. The door is activated by the knock. This door opens up to an ocean, by the way, that the King of Pentacles could have been sitting in. When we're talking about the imagery, the visions that are coming through from this reading, oh my goodness. Divine is saying, I'm going to give you the choice to knock or the choice to walk away, the choice to get on the boat, the choice to stay where you are. I'm going to give you the choice. Now, here's what's interesting. In the partner energy, when we looked at the more masculine side of how this was being received, the energy that came through was the 6 of Swords. So we've got someone on a small boat, someone going in down maybe a river. Now for us though, We've got someone going and there's an ocean. This is talking about tapping into our emotions and our discernment and our understanding of divine in a whole new way. And I believe that as we make this choice, we have to trust that we knew all along. The same pentacle that the Four of Pentacles holds in his hand is the pentacle that you are meant to choose from the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles, meaning you have known this truth, you have known this path. Oh my gosh, and it's making me think about even the partner aspect of this. You have known all of these things for such a long time, but this is the first season where you actually get to let it play out and nothing is against you. So let's close up. What do we need to understand? What is divine trying to teach us here? Divine wisdom. Oh, my first video on awakening divine, and we get divine wisdom. Oh, I want you to be wise, so I will give you wisdom. Why? Whoa. Oh, that's gold. Silver and gold, and then the changing of the seasons. I will give you divine wisdom to be able to sense and know when there is a shift happening. We thought that for the last 3 to 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, that we were in a new season. But it turns out it was a time of transition. And oh my goodness, the signs and things I'm getting punched with right now are incredible. Wow. Okay. Spiritually speaking, what does our higher self want us to understand about this tumultuous time? The Tower and the crown coming off. I called this in the partner reading. This is nuts. This is so important. And oh, in this deck, the Tower has a little devil here, kind of hidden. You wouldn't really notice because they're blending in. All right, that's that energy. That dark energy has been blending in with the good. But like in the Bible, it talks about when a bad person comes into your land after you've like just sown your crops and then they've sown in a bunch of weeds or like bad crops in there, that if you go in and try to take it out, like once you realize it, they're already growing up together. If you try to rip it out, it's going to rip out your plants too. A smart person, a wise person will go, oh, you know what? It's fine. Let them grow up together. And then once we're ready to harvest, we'll just split them up at the end. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. You are suddenly going to realize that the frustration you've had with the weeds growing up with your beautiful plan, this time of transition, you actually had a crop that grew very, very quickly. The harvest is happening right now. The harvest of this past, again, it could be 3 months all the way up to 8 months. The harvest of this season, the wisdom you're going to receive, the plan that you're going to now have, the Goldilocks kind of situation, everything is going to be working out for your good in such a way that I don't think you'll just think, oh, it was worth it. I think that you will go, wow, if I hadn't have gone through that, I would not be able to do this right now. And I don't even know if we'd be really on the starting line of the new season that we're actually entering into right now. I don't know if it would be able to happen. I don't know if we'd be able to enter. Okay. What are we missing though? What have we not considered at all about how this has affected us? Oh, the world. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the card when I shuffled this deck and had it ready to go. This was the card that came up to the top. And I think that this says the plan that we had was way too small and it did not truly align with our dreams. The plan we had in the beginning and the plan we had recently, but the plan that we are about to go into will allow us to light up the path for the world, will allow us to be who we are meant to be in the world rather than being hidden up in the tower like Rapunzel. Karmic energy. How is this energy going to give one last punch, 1-2 punch, trying to get you to be screwed, basically? Five of Cups. It's going to come after you and tell you there is no 2 cups behind you. Think about the 5 of Cups. He's looking down at 3 cups spilled over. That's the old plan. Now you're sad because the old plan sucks, and then the new plan has become the old plan, and it's like, what the hell? I just got attached to it. There's this pain in you, like, can I even trust divine? Like, what is going on here? All I have asked for was some sort of consistency in my energy, in my path. Why are you doing this to me? That is how darkness is trying to get you to look at divine with disdain and distrust. Oh, and that taps into what we talked about with the divine, with the partner reading. What is it that we need to understand about this karmic attack? How do we win? Queen of Swords, objectively. This is cutting through. This is the wheat and the tares, right? This is the weeds versus the good harvest. It is time right now to cut through. Go back through the plan that you've had. Think about the last 6 to 8 months of your life, 3 to 6 to 8 months, whatever, and ask yourself, what was it that I had decided? Where did I think I was going? How did I think 2025 was going to end up? What was my expectation? Now I need to go through and figure out what was divine and what wasn't. Because what was divine is going to reveal to me the beginning download of my Goldilocks path, of the right path for me. Woo wee! It's going to try to get you to cut down your own path. It's going to try to get you to chop up your own plans and mess it up. Don't do it. Be wise, be discerning, okay? Burn down what doesn't belong so it can never come up again. What is divine trying to say to you through all this as we close out? Oh, my heart. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus on how far you've come and all that you've learned. Oh, Lord. Whoa. Why? Because the recovery of health and wellness is here. All that stress, all that strain, all that confusion, done, over. It's a new season. What is your blessing at this time? Oh, Angelite. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. And I feel like if you connect with us here on this channel, this is a great place to start. I've got another channel. If you're interested, I've got multiple channels actually in the spiritual space. But this could also be you finding people in your area, finding people through meetups, finding people through Facebook groups. Whatever it is, this is saying find the people, the like-minded, not the people from the old plan, not from people from the old plan that you thought was new. Goldilocks, your people, your tribe. All right, my dears, I actually have a call. I feel terrible about my client, and I'm going to call her now. So I hope this is a blessing. And if you don't know what I was talking about there, I'm sorry. This might not be a reading for you, but I do think that there are going to be a lot of people, as I can see here in the chat, that do know exactly what I'm talking about. So I highly suggest, if you're not sure, maybe take another listen, see if maybe there's something you're missing, or if you're trying to get me to give you the answers about yourself, because that's really not a good way to examine tarot. You should use it to help unlock things within yourself, to ask a lot of questions that divine can then reveal itself through that train of thought. So maybe take a listen. It could be yours and you're just not sure how to listen to high level readings yet, but it also just might not be yours. And sometimes that can be frustrating, but it's a reality in our space. And the best thing we can do for ourselves then is click off and find something that is for us. Okay. So discern how you need to for that. If you need anything from me, I have a website available. Okay. thefierygrace.com is my website. So if you're interested in working together, you can check out my services, my calls, my readings. I have all kinds of stuff available. I love you. I'm going to talk to you later. And now I got to figure out how to close both of these out at the same time. So if you made it all the way to the end, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment in the comment section with your comment signature, if you know what that is, and leave an owl in the comments to help you remember. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Peace.